This is why Cote de Pablo left NCIS. Hollywood is known for being one place where artists rarely find consistent work, and some don't even take them to the end. There are many things that can lead to that. You find that even the most expensive actors and actresses are opting out of a role in Hollywood. It can be due to contract disputes or on-set disagreements between the crew and the cast, like in any company between the employer and the employees. In this video, you'll hear about actors who used the best and most creative ways to get out of their contracts, even though they paid those millions. Among these actors is the most famous Cote de Pablo. However, most of them have yet to be publicly known to have left for what reasons. Here's every detail you need to know about your favorite actors. Cote de Pablo. Cote de Pablo first appeared in NCIS Season 3, and she took the role of the special agent Ziva David. She was a real hit and stayed in the show for about 8 years before her exit in 2013. This happened unexpectedly. It even left most of her fans perplexed and wondering what might have caused the abrupt exit. This is why Cote de Pablo left NCIS. In a 2016 interview, she confessed that she left NCIS out of respect she had for the role she was playing and had fallen in love over and over again with her. She clarified, "Unfortunately, I decided not to return to NCIS due to political issues and bad scripts. Look, I adore this persona. They plan to send Ziva to Israel again and make her a sad, unfortunate person. I spent 8 years creating Ziva, and when I thought the character didn't receive the respect she deserved." She added that their storyline didn't give Ziva the respect she deserved and all the other female viewers who liked the show for the many years it aired. She explained that she found it so unfair and told the crew that she would return to the show only when they think of writing something amazing about Ziva. Her comeback. The decision Cote de Pablo made was right, which made the crew change their mind about what they wanted. In Season 13, which was supposed to be NCIS's final season, Ziva was killed in a mortar attack. However, in Season 16, Cote de Pablo made a mega surprise return as Ziva, where they revealed that the character had earlier faked her death. Later, Ziva reunited with her daughter Tali and Tony Dinozio in Paris. Cote for sure was in love with her NCIS character, and she was willing to risk it to ensure she was protected. She stood up for her character, and it did pay off well. She didn't leave Ziva in a flawed character or storyline. She remained with the decision she believed was the best for her and the character she played in the show. That's incredible. She kept her decision to return when Ziva had a good storyline, thus pushing the show for 4 more seasons. Steve Carell. The Office's first season, which had 6 episodes in 2005, featured Steve Carell as the clumsy branch manager Michael Scott. Although critics' first reactions to the mockumentary-style program were mixed, it eventually gained a legendary following and went on for 9 seasons. Carell, who had previously been a stalwart of the program, left at the end of Season 7, citing a desire to devote more time to his loved ones. When asked if he may return to the series, the actor responded at the time, "I think it's the best time to move on." He's not planning to return to the show. The show suffered without Carell as the 8th season received mostly bad reviews and criticism for low quality. Soon it was revealed that Season 9 of The Office would be the show's last. Carell initially refused to participate in the show's finale because he insisted he was permanently quitting the role of Michael Scott. Still, he eventually agreed and even suggested that he would be receptive to a return. It's said that Steve Carell lost $175 per episode when he exited The Office. Will The Office ever come back? After the series saw new success on streaming services, the show's producer, NBC Universal, has made it apparent that they're open to a revival or resurrection. According to Susan Rovner, the broadcaster's head of content, whenever Greg Daniels, the show's creator, wants to do one, we'll be there with him. Daniels, who's previously worked on Parks and Rec and Space Force, added to the rumors in January 2021 when he said that while nothing is currently in the works, the public is more eager than ever for a relaunch. Additionally, he appears fully engaged in producing the brand new dating program My Mom, Your Dad for HBO Max, in which college-age children set up their parents. Farrah Fawcett. Farrah Fawcett is among the most known characters in the popular classic TV series Charlie's Angels, although she only appeared in 1 season. However, fans still need clarification about why Fawcett appeared in the series for just 1 season. Even though Charlie's Angels rose to fame swiftly at first, according to Biography.com, it surprised everyone when Fawcett revealed she was leaving the TV program after just one season. It was later reported that her decision to leave the series was motivated by financial, professional, and individual factors. Aaron Spelling, the show's producer, also discussed how Fawcett contributed to the show's popularity. He said her hair helped create the show. It turned out to be one of their trademarks. At the time, according to the Washington Post, Fawcett could have received $10,000 for every episode after season 1. The actress apparently preferred to demand $75,000 per episode. Additionally, she asked for 10% of the sales revenue. Leonard Goldberg, the show's producer, thought back on his conversation with Fawcett, but she had no desire to bargain. Even when the producer offered her 8% instead of 10%, she rejected the offer for no apparent reason. She preferred films to series. Earlier in 1977, the star told the Washington Post that she intended to make a movie with real women's emotions. According to Jacqueline Smith, Fawcett preferred to work on films rather than television series. Later, Fawcett founded Fawcett Majors Productions with her ex-husband, Lee Majors, to make their movies. The creator of Charlie's Angels tried to reach an agreement with Fawcett to let her continue to perform her roles on the popular TV show while also appearing in movies, but she decided to decline the offer. This resulted from the producer's inability to ensure that she would be creatively satisfied on the show. She sure deserved higher pay. It should be made plain that Farrah Fawcett was not going to lose her job. She appeared in the 1976 film Charlie's Angels opposite Jacqueline Smith and the well-known Kate Jackson. But Farrah was the most famous from the beginning. According to Antique Trader, her small fame from a swimwear poster surged, selling 6 million units that same year. She significantly contributed to the success of the show. Her pay, however, needed to capture the attention she received fully. Smith and Fawcett received $5,000 each, while Jackson received $10,000 every episode. Sales of merchandise didn't net Fawcett any more money. Although her arrangement merely gave her money, her visage helped to sell dolls, board games, and bubblegum cards based on the show. She only received 2% from the sales. Plans to double Fawcett's pay were already in place by the completion of season 1. The Washington Post stated that she was pushing for far more, that's $75,000 per episode. Jay Bernstein, her manager, said she could have received any money she desired, but she didn't care about the cash. She wasn't requesting anything in terms of money. Fawcett was only asking one thing because she was bound by a 5-year commitment to continue with the show. She just wanted to go. Even so, it's not hard to believe that she felt wronged throughout the first season when her remuneration didn't correspond to the fact that her work and name were major draws for the program. Patrick Dempsey. We last saw Patrick Dempsey as Dr. Derek Shepard, nicknamed McDreamy, on Grey's Anatomy for almost 5 years. We'll be honest, we're still not over it. Fans of the most famous medical drama still wonder what finally led one of the show's most loved characters to leave such a special role after he was murdered in season 11. As it turns out, Patrick, who portrayed Ellen Pompeo's husband on the program for almost 11 years, decided he wanted to move on. He needed to set aside more time for his 3 children, Tallulah, Darby, and Sullivan, as well as his wife, Gillian Fink, a makeup artist. In 2016, he expressed his gratitude for Grey's Anatomy to people. "I've had the chance to do everything because of it. However, there was a price to pay." Patrick was aware that 11 seasons on a show is definitely a long period. It had gone on for too long. "It's my time now to pursue new endeavors and interests. I should have left a few years sooner." After 16 years of marriage, his wife Gillian filed for divorce just before he permanently left the show. He continued, "No matter how much money you make, I think after a certain amount of time you desire to take over your own schedule." The following year, the couple decided not to divorce. Shonda Rhimes, the show's creator, claimed that Patrick and Shonda discussed ending the relationship before he respectfully left the program. She stated in the 2015 summer TCA media tour, "We had a lot of conversations about it. It's never simple or pleasant, so it wasn't either. We've been putting in a lot of effort for a while. Therefore, we're like family. Making those options and choices is never simple for any of us." Justin Chambers. After 15 years, Justin Chambers left Grey's Anatomy, where he played Dr. Alex Karev in early 2020. Many of his admirers were devastated by his leaving because of his poor ending. His departure was a great surprise because he was one of the last originals still on the show. But why did he finally decide to leave after all this time? The actor explained his decision to leave the famous ABC medical drama. According to Hollywood Life, Justin Chambers addressed his surprise departure in Lynette Rice's new autobiography, How to Save a Life, the inside story of Grey's Anatomy. The actor said, "You're in some bubble when filming the show. You go to work every day wearing scrubs, seeing the same people with the same four walls and studios, and taking the same road daily to work. For me, it was like working in an acting factory. You basically sign in and out. I suppose it's nostalgic, but more like, wow, I can't believe it's gone that fast." In early 2020, Justin Chambers indicated that he intended to diversify his acting jobs and career, which is more current than what he said when it was announced that he'd be departing after 15 years. His remarks regarding the bubble are consistent with his desire to do various things in his life. But many people found his departure disappointing, and several viewers were outraged by how Grey's Anatomy staged Alex's swan song. After being absent for some time, Alex eventually addressed letters to his friends at Grey Sloan to let them know that he'd formally left the hospital to spend time with his ex-girlfriend Izzy after learning that she'd given birth to his twins. Even though everything was going well between them, Alex returned to someone who had abruptly left years before, in addition to leaving Meredith and his wife, Jo. Could Chambers, Alex, be among the numerous characters who return, although his story cannot be changed? Jo's now doing well once more. It's difficult to predict how she might respond if she saw Alex again. And considering how he left, his supporters would also have conflicting feelings. Although Alex's departure from Grey's Anatomy was handled poorly, Justin Chambers had excellent reasons for quitting the show.